Jasmyne and Vince.
The Jasmyne Show.
The Jasmyne Vince.
Hey, what is happening? We are back once again for a brand new episode of The Jasmyne Show. What's happening, y'all? It's Vince.
And Jazz.
And, of course, we're talking about Celebrity Big Brother, episode
6, 5?
Close.
5.
Episode 5. There's going to be a lot of overlapping and crazy stuff going on. Please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and that like button too, just because we appreciate you for watching, especially if you're watching some Celebrity Big Brother. Let us know in the comments how you're feeling about this current season. Let's get right into the business, Jazz. Let's get into it right now. All right? I'm not playing no more. I'm not playing. We got a lot of cool stuff going on in this episode. We got to see the veto competition, which I was very excited about.
It was one of those, where did you see the marry me sign?
I was going to say a Where's Waldo-ish type of event. I would call it a memory, maybe.
Kind of veto comp,
kind of. But let's get into it. The episode began with Chris Kattan saying to Carson, you know, I'm not really here to strategize or make alliances. And I was just like, well,
you got the spoiler up already.
Sir, why are you... Oh, I did it. That was the point. Yeah.
Okay.
So was
I thought you put it up at that.
Oh, should I take the spoiler down? Y'all didn't see that. All right? No, that's the wrong one. All right? Y'all ain't see that. All right? So I was like, why are you here to play Big Brother if, you know what I'm saying, if you're not...
These people are here just for a check.
They're here for a check. Everybody is still on edge about Misha and Todrick and everything that's going on.
They were really pushing so hard on Chris Kirkpatrick, and I don't think that they even realized that they were pushing that hard. He's like, yeah, they're really trying to push my HOH and make me do what they want me to do. And they're like, yeah, he seemed a little touchy. I'm like, touchy? What do you mean touchy? Like, y'all need to win the HOH if y'all want to tell people what to do.
Yes.
Straight up.
I was talking about just people in general, but specifically Chris Kirkpatrick and Shayna, who's his number 2, yes. I guess, at this point now. But yeah, people were feeling kind of, you know, like, what y'all trying to do? And yes, we got to see Todrick and Misha corner Chris Kirkpatrick in the kitchen.
It was a little aggressive.
Todrick had like a broom or something like that. It's like, it seems like he's getting a little temperamental. I'm like, y'all got him kind of cornered. Like Misha over there looking like she about to... beating up on her, you know what I'm saying? He over there just trying to ride on his little elliptical. Anywho, as Jazz said, Chris stuck his ground. I appreciate that. Everybody doesn't get a chance to say.
He was like, yeah, this is my HOH. You could tell he was like annoyed because Misha keeps coming back to him to talk about it. But he was like trying
She looks scarier every time.
Yeah,
too.
He was trying to be direct, but without seeming assholey,
Look,
I guess.
Last week was your game.
Yeah,
this week is my game, man.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the best way to possible that you could say it.
I thought it was funny when him and Shayna were doing face masks and talking game, and he could, you know, when you got those sheet face masks, you can't move your lips that much because it'll get in there. He was like, yes, I want Mariah. It's time for her to go.
Gotta do it. Guys to do it. So I'm glad that he's, you know what I'm saying, Chris was representing out here. And we'll see. We'll see how Mariah and Todrick fare on. But we get into the veto competition, the Marry Me veto competition, because they, of course, have to promote something because it's CBS. So they're doing.
Don't worry, all of Viacom is promoting that right now.
The J-Lo and Owen Wilson movie. Which,
it looks trash. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I said what I said.
Maybe she'll make up for Geely or whatever other movies that she's made. But
how many times can we do the same thing?
That too.
She did, what was it, Made in Manhattan? That one was actually kind of good, though.
It's a rom-com, y'all. Yeah. It's a rom-com. So that's, apparently they just had to identify signs, kind of like Where's Waldo again, broken up into 3 parts. Now, for all my serious Big Brother fans out there, I don't know if they went easy because it was the celebrities, but I think I got...
You like when they do BB Heroes.
I like that one. I think this was a very easy competition, is all I'm going to say. So I don't know if Chris was throwing it on purpose or what. But Chris Kirkpatrick was trash. He got 0. He got 1 eventually. But he wasn't getting any of these. And I feel like maybe I just liked Where's Waldo so much as a kid that I was just like, oh, it's right.
I could never
right
find
there.
the stuff. I would run out of stuff with Where's Waldo after a while.
Everybody's vision is not the same, but that's your business. Anywho, moving along. It was Mariah, Todrick, and Shayna towards the end. Looking pretty good. Everybody was doing their thing. It came down to a final, I think it was like 5, I think it was 6, with Todrick and Shayna. The last question was the Mon Wan. What was the total time in hours from the time that the Mon Wan was introduced to the time that it was over? And the answer was 175. And Big Brother, you can't go over. You get as close as you possibly can, like Price is Right. Or any other game, over, under, whatever.
I don't pay attention
Jazz
to the Price is Right.
Jazz is not. All right.
I'm not a gamer.
Sorry, I've auditioned for the Price is Right a couple times. Anywho, the number was 175. Shayna put 72 hours, which is 3 days. I couldn't guess on this one. I had no idea the length of time that it was.
Yeah, it's
I was
hard
gonna say
tell.
it could have been a week, but who knows? Apparently, again, it was 175. Todrick put 180 hours. I don't know who I was rooting for in this situation. I'm kind of leaning towards Chris Kirkpatrick, so I guess it would be Shayna.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to root against Todrick, but he did a good job, but it was over by 5 hours. So Shayna becomes the next veto holder.
Yes. And she decides to keep the nominations the same.
And keeps the nominations the same. Who's on the block?
Mariah and was it Chris Kattan?
Mariah and Chris Kattan.
And Chris Kattan gives the worst speech. It wasn't
Julie thought it was pretty bad too. I didn't think it was a bad speech.
Julie said it was bad.
It was just bad. Straight. She said it was different or weird. But I'm just like, yo,
it was a trash speech.
Clearly, he just wants to eat cake and sleep and feel on Carson in the middle of the night.
How he gonna eat cake if he leaves?
You know what I'm saying? So he don't care about this game, man. Let him go home. Self-evict. Get on out, guys. I love you all, and I can see that. It's been real.
Let me go home.
Y'all care about this game way more than I do. So send me home. Send me home. I'm cool with that. Totally cool with that. Mariah gave a speech directly after where she called everybody old. And
she said everybody's much older than me. I was like, how old is she?
Miss Cynthia.
Is she like 18, 19?
Miss Cynthia had a tear in her eye.
Can we talk about the Miss Cynthia? That's been annoying me. So Chris Kirkpatrick calls everybody by their first name. Carson, whatever. He calls Cynthia Miss Cynthia. And it's giving me mammy is what it's giving. It's giving like your older black nanny is what it's giving. And I don't like it in Black History Month. I'm not feeling it.
I agree.
I'm like, why is he saying Miss Cynthia?
We haven't seen the live feeds.
How old is Chris Kirkpatrick?
We don't know. Probably a little bit younger than her.
I'm going to find out.
All right, cool. There we go. Jazz with the live Googling. But yeah, we don't know if that's what she asked to be called.
She did not ask anybody because Mariah, everybody else is calling her Cynthia. Let me tell you, there's a threshold age with black women. And it's usually like 65 when they be like, no, it's Miss Cynthia to you.
There you go.
And Cynthia's not that old. She's in her 50s.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me see how old he is. He's 50 years old. I'm
50.
Offended. I am so much more offended now.
Don't be offended.
No, he doing the most. I don't like him for that.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
No, why are you calling the black lady Miss Cynthia and you don't call nobody else?
Don't do that. Unless she asks to. After that wonderful speech, Mariah also shouted the cookout.
Cynthia's 54. I just want to say that. I'm not going to call you 4 years older than me. I'm not going to say Miss.
No. Never.
Chris, get it together.
Get it together, Chris. So, moving along. Yes, she shouted out the cookout, which I thought was dope. She said she looked up to them. Mariah, as much as she seems like she wants to be invested into this game, I can't really say that she seems like
I don't think she knows enough about it. That's the issue. And she's hella naive.
Yes. And she got the opportunity to tell Julie that exact same thing when every single person in the house voted her out. Now I need to add a sound effect or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Every single person in the house voted her out 7-0. couple people were like somewhat sad about it, but
I
for the
mean,
most
if
part,
you wanted Mariah out, putting Chris Kattan next to her would get her out. Period.
who orchestrated that? You think? How did everybody know to be on the same page when clearly everybody wasn't?
Because I think it was an obvious thing. Because everybody knows she's a threat. So even if you're cool with her, like, there's no real reason. If I'm trying to win the game, why would I send home Chris Kattan, who's a threat to nobody?
I agree.
Versus Mariah, who can win comps and is actually playing the game.
Yeah, I wonder. Well, Carson. I mean, I was gonna say Todrick wanted Carson out, so I guess that would be more of a threat to him, to his game.
It's the exact same thing.
But yeah, Chris Kirkpatrick. He was thinking. I think it was a decent move. I don't know who else was gonna try to rise up through the ranks in the next couple weeks, but we'll see.
I mean, in my head, the biggest like physical competitors right now is Carson, Mariah, and Misha.
Okay.
Teddy is gone. She was another physical competitor.
I thought you was gonna say my man's Lamar in there somewhere.
No, I think Lamar is being a dark horse. I think he can do some stuff, but he's playing so dumb.
Okay, I agree. Jazz definitely complimented Lamar on his depth.
I didn't realize he was as deep as he is. But that's the point of going on a show like this too, because you don't know. All you know is like the persona or like what somebody does, and you don't know who people are like as personally. Like he was sharing about losing his 6-month-old baby.
Crazy.
And like he's just been very transparent and talking about stuff like that people need to talk about, mental health, all types of stuff, and I'm here for that.
What else is there to do in the Big Brother house? I do appreciate that though. Shout out to Lamar. Rest in peace, his son Jaden, that came to him in a dream, telling him to snatch the rainbow. Apparently, I wonder if that's gonna have any significance in the.
Jaden helping him win.
That'd be interesting. All I can say is that I am definitely living for Lamar's super observational comments after somebody goes home. Like, yo, that's crazy. He wanted to go home, and we still. I'm like, Lamar, at least wait till we cut to commercial, bro. She Mariah sitting in the chair across the Drew, like, yes, he did want to go home, and y'all still sent me home. She gonna be tight, yo. That's crazy. So I just thought that was wild. I'm looking forward to seeing some more Lamar. Like I said, I can say I'm rooting for Todrick, even though, a little snaky, but it's sides to the house. Sides to every house in Big Brother. Celebrity Big Brother is so short. You got to be snaky off that if you're going to win. Exactly. But I do still like Chris Kirkpatrick and his odds, and, however he's going to make some moves. I don't know if he's made the smartest, most calculated moves in the house this whole time, but if you watch the very end of the episode, I don't know if you were watching, when they showed them looking at the wall and talking, where Lamar was just joking around and everybody was talking and stuff, Chris was the main one that was just like, focused on the wall. I wonder
if he was thinking if he should say Miss Cynthia again. Is that what he was focused on?
He damn sure probably wasn't. I think Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC, I think Chris Kirkpatrick was plotting on one, what is the next HOH competition going to be? Obviously, he can't play. Yeah. Most likely. But who can play? Who's going to win? And what is it going to be? So now he's like, where do I align myself to make sure that he looked like he had a lot of
what do you think happens hypothetically if Todrick or Misha wins and he went against what they wanted, even though they acted like it was their HOH? Whoa. I feel like Chris Kirkpatrick might end up on the block next week.
I can see that.
I can see that, definitely.
Again, usually the first couple HOHs, they always rub somebody the wrong way. So,
well, I don't feel like he rubbed anybody the wrong way. I feel like they missed the point that they didn't win the HOH is what happened. So they was like, we working together, so do this. No, we're not doing that. Sorry.
I agree. Well,
I think Misha got to get out. We'll
see if Misha is next. Let us know who you think should be evicted next, or if you want to see somebody specific. Get up out of here. I don't know if Chris Kattan and Todd Bridges again. I don't want to call them floaters because it was only
say they're 11 useless.
People.
You never know which way they're going.
It's only been a couple days, so I don't know if that counts as float. They are technically floating if they're not playing the game.
They sleeping and eating cake.
Big float.
And skipping leg day.
Big float. Big float. So one of those guys, I think if they were to go home next, then I think the game would turn up a little bit of a notch.
I don't think so. I don't think that they're going to send either of them home. Because if they make it towards the end, anybody will win against them.
I hear you.
There's always like two different kinds of players. Like in Big Brother, you're like, oh, I'm going to take the weaker person to the end with me, or the most hated person.
Right.
Or, oh yeah, I want to win against somebody that's a real competitor. That's a dumb move if I really need this money. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. If I really want this money, why would I take somebody that's a good competitor to the end? That's dumb. I'm sorry.
Who knows? But yes, sorry, Mariah. It was nice to see you do your thing in the game for the little bit of time that you got. You know, keep encouraging the rest of the cookout and the Olympic people and stuff like that. But yes, that brings us to the end of this episode of the Jasmine Show. We do have the schedule up there for you one more time. That was episode 5, so we now officially into the second week of Big Brother. I'm really excited about this, man. I really like this. The schedule is crazy, but we're going to keep bringing y'all these episodes, y'all. Of course, please make sure that you
like, comment, and subscribe.
Always. Make sure you're tweeting with us. Make sure you're Instagramming with us and all that good stuff. And we will catch you next time on another episode of The Jasmine Show. Peace, y'all.
Jasmyne and Vince.
The Jasmine Show.